Very good morning, my dear students. Once again, welcome for today in my class. And we are learning lesson triangles. Yes. Now, so today we are going to learn the last part of the lesson, but there are no theorems. A very simple and easy part we are going to learn, and further to it, we will start to solve problem set 3. Okay. Now see the very interesting part of today's class. At the point of today is that is similar triangles. Okay. Now let's see the diagram. This one. Here you can see a pair of different geometrical shapes. Okay. Now here you can see two triangles, two circles, two hexagons, and two rectangles. Okay, as in each case, both the shapes, those are same. Okay, these two are triangles, these two are circles, these two are hexagons, and here those two are rectangles. But what's the difference in between them? You can easily say that both are of okay. So students, we was learning here And here, by observing these different shapes, you can easily say that each pair of figure, as those are of same shape, but their sizes are different. Here regarding two triangles, the first one is bigger and another one is smaller. Okay. Here also these two circle, one is bigger, another is smaller. Same for this and same for this. Okay. That what it means when the two shapes, those are of same shape, but their sizes are different. So here, when the shapes are same only, okay, the shapes are same only, those like looking figures are called similar figures. What is mean by similar? Similar means like looking figures. Only their shapes are same. Those are looking same. Those are called as similar figures. Right? And if their sizes will be also same, what we will see for it? That those figures are congruent figures. That means if only the shape is same, the figures are called similar, and along with their shapes, if the sizes are equal, then those are called as congruent. Yes, here those are only same in shapes. Same shape, the figures looking same, those are similar figures. Okay, so the similarity, how you will show the similarity? Like this, the symbol like this. That means first triangle is similar with second one. Okay, this triangle, the two circles, those are similar to each other. The hexagons, those two are similar to each other. And the rectangles, those are similar to each other. This is the symbol of similarity. Okay. And what is the symbol for congruency? This one. The similar along with equal in their sizes. Okay. So here, that is the difference between similar and congruent. And the basically you have to learn here the concept similarity. Okay, similar figures. Now let's see here the pic you can see, that is the Taj Mahal. Okay, now two Taj Mahals, and those are of same shape. Okay, both are Taj Mahals, but their sizes are different. So here we only can say those figures are similar to each other. Those are not congruent. Those are also similar to each other. Yes, so definition is like looking figures are called similar figures. Okay, now see one more point here. Now, in case of road map, okay, when the road map is formed, what the precaution we have to take at time of making it? That the angles in the figures, okay, the actual road map and it's the map on the page. So what is the similarity in it? That angles in the figure, okay, those have of same measure in the map also. Okay, मतलब जो मैप हम बनाते हैं कोई भी लोकेशन का, अननोन लोकेशन है और अगर हम वहां पे जाना चाहते हैं तो हमें एज अ गाइड बोल के हम क्या करते हैं? ऑलवेज वी सॉ मैप. ओके, सो अगर मैप में जो एंगल्स के मेजरमेंट्स है वही सेम मेजरमेंट्स एक्चुअल लोकेशन पे भी होते हैं। अगर वो एंगल्स चेंज हो जाते हैं, उनके मेजरमेंट चेंज हो जाते हैं, तो that map will be mislead to us, that will be misguide to us. So at time of making the map of any location, the angle should be of same measurement. Okay, regarding road map formation. Yes, understood. Now here a simple activity is given. Now using that activity, let's learn the properties of similar triangles. Okay, using that activity, we will learn now properties of similar triangles. We just learn what is mean by similar. Okay, for any geometric figure. Now we will learn here properties. Now what you have to do in this activity, take one card sheet, okay, in bigger in its shape, and draw a triangle of measurement. Okay, the sizes of that triangle, those will be 4 centimeter, 3 centimeter, and 2 centimeter. Now draw a triangle of this measurement and cut it out. Okay, from that card sheet. Now 13 more copies, 13 more copies of same shape, okay, of same shape with same measurement, you have to cut it out from a card sheet. How many copies you have to have? 13 more copies of same triangle, shape and same in measurement. Okay, the sizes will be 4 centimeter, 3 centimeter, and 2 centimeter. Make 13 more pieces. Okay, now using those 13 more pieces, take 4 pieces, okay, and using those 4 pieces, you will form a triangle which you have seen here in second figure. See, 4 triangles are here. 1, 2, here second one, 2, 3, and 4. And likewise, that it will form this kind of triangle. Okay. Now, out of 13, 4 are used. Okay, 9 remains. Right? Now, using those 9 triangles, with those 9 triangles, you will form the another, that last triangle, this one. See the triangles here, those are 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one 6, 7, 8, and this last one, that is 9. So like this, the 13 triangles are used to form 2 triangles. Okay. Now what you have to do here using that, see, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. For those 2 triangles, see triangle ABC and DEF, as we know that those are similar to each other with same shape. Okay, as those are similar to each other. Okay, so if the triangles or any geometric figure, it is similar with each other, we can get that triangle ABC, those A, B, C, and the vertices of another triangle, that is triangle DEF, that is vertices E, E, F. So those are in correspondence. Okay, correspondence means what? A pair of each vertex. Okay, a pairing of each vertex of one triangle with one and only one vertex of other triangle. Means pair of each vertex. Means the first vertex of triangle with the second triangle. Now that means vertex will pair with the exact, okay, and last vertex C that will pair only with vertex F, okay, with one and only one vertex of other triangle, okay, that it means. So it called as it is in correspondence. So the both triangles are in correspondence to each other. And how we wrote it? How to write the correspondence? That you will read it as ABC corresponding to DEF. Okay, ABC, triangle ABC is corresponding to triangle DEF here. Now, if the triangles are in correspondence with each other, those are corresponding to each other, then their vertex, their angles here, their corresponding angles are congruent to each other. If the triangles will be similar and both the triangles will be corresponding to each other, then their angles will be congruent to each other. The corresponding angles will be congruent to each other. So here in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, angle A is congruent with angle D. First angle with first angle. Angle B, here is the pair. Angle B is congruent to angle E. See the second pair of congruence of two angles. Last angle, that is angle C, is congruent to angle F. Here, angle C is congruent to angle F. So that is an easy way to see the triangle and write congruency. Okay, that is very easy. No more confusion. Now see, if the triangles, two triangles will be similar and their angles are corresponding angles are congruent to each other, then their corresponding sides are in proportion. Okay, corresponding sides are in proportion. Now, how to write the ratio of corresponding sides? Now, what is mean by corresponding sides? Okay, now sides means, see, this is triangle ABC and another one is triangle DE. Okay, so I will label here triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Those are the two triangles. Now here, okay, the first segment, that is AB. Just wait. Okay, the first segment, the segment joining two vertices, that means AB. Okay, by the name of triangle, you can also easily write it. The first two vertices, AB. Okay, here, AB. So that is the segment AB divided with first two, that is DE. So AB by DE, this is the ratio. Okay. Now another one, how it will be written? That C, second and third divided by second and third EF. So BC by EF. Yes. And the last ratio, how you will write it? That first vertex with last vertex means segment AC
first vertex with last vertex, that is segment DF. So AC by DF. Okay, that is the way to write the ratio. Easy. वर्टेक्स के लिए वर्टेक्स को लेके सेगमेंट ऐसे फॉर्म होते हैं और फिर रेशियो you will write the ratio by that way. Yes. In before slide here, देखो, the triangle was triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Now I have written the all the three ratios of their corresponding sides. Okay. Now what is mean by those are in proportion? Yes. Those are in proportion means, see here, see in the figure. Okay. Now the measurement we have to put for each. And that is 4, that is by 8. So 4 by 8. The value we will put here. See, 4 by 8. Is it okay? Understood? Now we will write the values for this ratio. BC by EF. Now see again to the figure. BC, this BC by EF. That is mean by 3 divided by this 3 plus 3. The total length from E to F, that will be 3 plus 3, that is 6. Okay, so 3 divided by 6, we will write it as it is. We will place the value that 3 divided by 6. Now the values for last ratio, that is AC by DF. Okay, AC by DF. Now see here, the segment AC, that is this one, and the value is 2 by DF. DF means this segment, and the value is 2 plus 2, that is 4. Okay, so the ratio will be 2 divided by 4. Yes, is it correct? 2 divided by 4. Yes. Now by calculation, for each ratio, for each those ratio, if by calculation the final answer we will get, that one is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 for each ratio. So that is mean by the corresponding sides are in proportion. That means the ratio, okay, that is with same value. Understood? So if the triangles are similar, their corresponding angles are congruent to each other, and the ratio of corresponding sides, okay, for it, the corresponding sides are in proportion. Yes. Now similarly, see the last two lines. Similarly, if we will consider here triangle DEF and triangle PQR, okay, here those second and third triangle DEF and triangle PQR. For those two triangles, are their angles congruent, side proportional? Okay, so we can say that their angles are similar to each other. Those two triangles are also similar to each other. Okay, and check that the sides are in proportion or not. Okay, and the corresponding, how we will write it, that triangle DF is corresponding to triangle PQR. This is the symbol for correspondence. Okay, similarity, that one similar. This is the symbol of congruency, and the corresponding, that is this one. Okay, now let's check the similarity, the side proportionality for those two triangles, triangle DEF and triangle PQR. Okay, the ratio I have written already here. What will be the ratio? Okay, that DE, first two vertices, the segment formed due to first two vertices divided by PQ. Okay, so DE by PQ. See the first ratio, DE by PQ. Okay, that one. The second will be EF divided by QR. So EF divided by QR. And the last will be DF, first vertex and last vertex divided by PR. Okay, sorry, DF by PR. Now put up the value. See, DE by PQ. See in the diagram. DE by PQ. See, DE, that means 8. By PQ, that is 4 plus 4 plus 4. That means by 12. So 8 by 12. See here, 8 by 12. Yes? Now EF by QR. EF by QR. See here. EF, that is 3 plus 3, 6. Okay, by QR means 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is 9. So 6 by 9. See the ratio, 6 by 9. Okay, and the ratio for those two sides last, that DF by PR. Yes, see DF, that is 2 plus 2, 4, by PR, that is 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 6. Okay, so 4 by 6 will be the ratio, 4 by 6. Now by calculation, that the reduced form of the ratio, that is equal for each, that is 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 2 by 3. Okay, that means triangle EF and triangle PQR, those are similar. Okay, their sides are also in proportion. Corresponding sides are in proportion for those two triangles also. Understood? If the similarity will be given, how you will write the angles congruent to each other, and how to write the sides proportionality ratio, side proportionality ratio. Okay. Now we will see. Okay. The next point, that is similarity of triangles. Okay, that is the same like the first one. So similarity of triangles. See here. In triangle ABC and PQR, as you know, the triangles are similar. Their corresponding angles are congruent to each other. So if congruent, their measurement will be equal to each other. So here equal, equal and equal sign. Okay, angle A is equal with angle P. Okay, here first angle with first one, angle A equal to angle P. Likewise, B equal to angle angle Q, angle C equal to angle, and we can write the like this. How to write it? Okay, then when the angles are corresponding angles are congruent to each other, their corresponding ratio of corresponding sides that will be equal to each other, then we can also say the triangles are similar. Okay, if similar, then the angles will be congruent, the ratio of corresponding side that will be equal. Okay, vice versa, that is going vice versa. Okay, and how the similarity we can write the symbol here, that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. You will read it. When two triangles are given similar, then how to write? The way is like that. Triangle ABC similar triangle PQR. I just told before, this is the symbol of similarity. Yes. Now let's learn the relation between corresponding angles and corresponding sides of similar triangle. Okay. What is the ratio between those congruent pair of congruent angles and the ratio of corresponding sides? Okay, what is the relation in between them? Here you can see, here is the pair of congruent angles and the ratio of corresponding side that is given equal to each other. Okay, so the relation is that if corresponding angles of two triangles are equal, if this condition will be given, that the corresponding angles, okay, those will be equal to each other. If that will be given, then we can definitely say that the corresponding sides are in same proportion. Okay, understood what is the relation between these two? That if the corresponding angles are given equal, then their corresponding sides are also in proportion with equal value. Is it? So, yes, all the theoretical part of this lesson we completed here. Okay, all the theorems from this lesson, learn it carefully. Okay, all the rules that will be very helpful for this year and for next year also. This is very important lesson. Okay, now based on all those properties that we have learned from last 7 lectures, okay, we will use it, and now we are going to start problem set 3. Yes. Wait for a second. Okay, so here we are starting problem set 3. Okay, the first question from this problem set that you have to choose alternative answer for the following questions. Okay, only you have to choose correct answer. No calculation. It doesn't need to write the calculation. Okay, just you have to write correct answer like this. The correct option is that one. Okay. So here, see first point, first sub question, that if two sides of a triangle are 5 centimeter and 1.5 centimeter, the length of its third side cannot be. Okay. तो हमें यहाँ पूछा है if any triangle, okay, see if the triangle will be this one. This will be the triangle A, B, C. Okay. So two sides, the measurement of two sides that is given. One is 5. Okay. And another is 1.5. Now what we have to find here, the length of the third side, what it will be. Okay. And the options are given here. The 4 options are given here. And out of that 4 option, which will not be, इसमें से 4 ऑप्शन में से, ये 4 ऑप्शन में से कौन सा ऑप्शन करेक्ट नहीं है, ये हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके. सो as we know, we learn the property that the sum of any two sides of a triangle, listen me carefully, sum of any two side of a triangle is greater than the third side. Okay, that means first plus second side, the sum of these two sides that will be greater than third side. Okay, that is only about the sides, huh? Don't add those number. Okay, so any two sides, the total of that two sides will be greater than third side. Okay, now by that property, we will use it. Okay, now see, 5 is the longest side. For addition, we will take two sides. One is, that is 1.5. Okay, now one by one, we will add both sides. Whatever is given, we will use it. Okay, so 1.5 plus 3.7. Total will be, okay, what it will be? 5.2. Yes. So as we know, the sum of two sides, that is greater than 5. So yes, it means this cannot be नहीं हो सकता, A ऑप्शन. ओके, तो ये रूल फॉलो कर रहा है. The sum of two side is greater than 5. तो ये फॉलो हो रहा है. तो not possible. Okay. Now see, in 1.5, I will add another option, that's 0.1. 4.1. That is not 0. 0.1. The total will be, see total. Okay, that is 5. Yes. See again to the page. So here, for the second option, that will also not possible because that is greater than 5. Okay. Then if we'll add, I will add the third number. Okay, that 3.8. That 3.8. The total will be, okay, 1.5 plus 3.8, that is, yes, 5.3. So that is also greater. Okay, the sum of two sides is greater than third side. Third side is given 5. Okay, and we got answer 5/3. So 5.3. So that is greater than 5. So that will be not. Okay, now the last option, that 1.5 plus 3.4. The total will be, see, 9. Yes, 4.9. Now, as per the rule, the total of sum of two sides, that should be greater than third side. तो ये total कितनी आ रही है? 4/9 आ रही है. Okay, 4/9. तो ये greater than 5 नहीं है. Okay, so the right answer, that will be 3.4 here. That is the correct choice. Yes, choose correct alternative. So that is the answer for this MCQ. The answer you have to return in this form. Okay, just don't write 3.4. You have to write the correct option, and options are marked as A, B, C. Okay, so it is very necessary to write option D is your choice, and then you can write here. Okay, the answer for it. This one is very required. Yes. Now see second option, second sub question here. In triangle PQR, okay, if angle R is greater than angle Q. Okay, now let's draw a diagram to easily, that we will understand it easily. So the triangle PQR is given. So if triangle, that will be R angle is greater. So I will draw it like that. Here is angle P, Q, and R. So what is the condition? Angle R is greater than angle Q. Angle R is greater than angle Q. Here in the diagram. Okay, that is condition. So in this case, then regarding their sides, which will be the correct? Okay, so answer is given here, and let's check it. See, if the angle is greater, the side opposite to greater angle is also greater. Is it right? Okay, so R is greater angle than angle Q. So as R is greater, what will be the comparison between their sides opposite to those angles? That PQ जो है, this PQ side, that will be greater than this side is opposite to angle R. So PQ side is opposite to R, angle R, and second angle, that is Q, and the side opposite to Q is PR. Okay, for those two sides, as as angle R is greater, the side opposite to angle R, that will be also longer, means greater. So PQ is greater than PR. So what will be the right option? PQ greater than PR. This is the right option, PQ greater than PR. Those are not possibilities for this condition. Okay, side opposite to greater angle is greater. So the greater angle is R. So the side opposite to that is PQ. So PQ is greater. Yes. Now next option, that one. Okay, see what is it? In triangle TPQ. Yes, triangle TPQ. The angles are given. T is given 65 degree, T is given 95 degree. Okay, now for it I will draw diagram that will help to understand it easily. Okay, so see here, T is great. Okay, so T is greater. Okay, that is 95. So see the greater angle P, then that is TP, and last vertex is Q. So that is the given triangle. P measure 95 degree, T it measures 65 degree. So the rest of the angle, the Q will be, okay. So Q का वैल्यू कैसे निकालेंगे हम लोग? The sum of all the angles of triangle is 180. We know it. That property also we learn. So let's see, 65 plus 95. Okay. और वो angle suppose that will be x. The Q will be x. Okay. And the total will be 180. So the sum of this number, that is 160. And 160 that gets subtract from 180 to find the value of x. अगर हमें x की वैल्यू निकालनी है तो हम ये 160 को 180 में से subtract करेंगे. So the number that is 20 degree. Okay, so angle Q is, that is 20 degree. Okay, now let's see. So the value for angle Q, that is 20 degree. Yes. Now let's write as per the values, which one is greater and which one is smaller. So as angle P, that is 95 degree, P is greater, angle P is greatest angle, okay, then T, and then angle Q, okay. P is the greater than T and T is greater than Q. Now if that will be the condition, write the sides opposite to each angle. The side opposite to angle P, okay, which is it? That is TQ. TQ is greater than. The side is opposite to angle T. Now here, T. Okay, that is PQ. So PQ is greater than. The side opposite to angle Q, that is this one, TP. TP. Yes. Now see the four options. See four options given. Okay, which is, we have to find which of the following is true. Okay. Now see here, let's check one by one. PQ is less than TP. See here, PQ is less than, it said less than. Okay, see here, PQ is greater than TP. So that is not correct. Right? Now, as we know the answer is this one, let's see the third one. Okay, third option. TQ is less than TP. TQ is less than TP. What is it? TQ is greater than TP. Here is greater than, both are greater symbols. So that is not also correct option. See the last one. PQ less than TP. Okay, PQ less than TP. See here, PQ. This PQ is less than TP is given, and that is greater than TP. So that will be not correct option. So what remains? That PQ is less than TQ. PQ is less than TQ. PQ, this PQ, it is less than. Okay, TQ greater है, TQ greater है और PQ less है. So PQ, सिर्फ ये वाइस वर्स लिखा है. इसको मैं अगर ये फॉर्म में लिखूंगी, यहाँ पे क्या दिया है कंडीशन में कि TQ इज ग्रेटर देन PQ. दैट मीन्स मैं इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकती हूँ, PQ is less than TQ. So that is true. And that is the correct choice. Understood? How to find it out? So the three options of first question here, the three sub questions from first question of your problem set here, you have to choose the correct option. Okay, 9:42. Prajakta ma'am. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, I think we need to stop because no sufficient time to continue.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Yes. So thank you, students. Thank you, madam.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.